Here we're back at it after changing recording styles, losing phone coverage once again here this morning. We've got 41 seconds left in the first period. FCA leading by a score of 1-0 from a fantastic goal from Brooke Lane, fed over from Olsen and Carson Bradley. Shot from the point by the Majors. A rebound, unattested, knocks the puck in. We've got a tie game here with 26.7 seconds left. Player that could have and should have been covered in front of the net had a wide open opportunity to get that rebound and a loose puck. And we're once again having an even contest. Callan Finley taking the face-off for FCA. Finley able to get the puck in the major zone, only to have them return. Charging back forward, swing and a miss, lost the puck off the stick. Carried out of the zone by Bradley. Bradley overskates it. Nice skate move, getting the puck back up to his stick. Recovered the far corner by the Majors, slapped towards the net. I believe that was Rowan Finley. And a pass across, feed by Callan Finley. Was unsuccessful, and that will bring us to the end of the first period. We'll have a very short 1-minute intermission before getting back at the second period. Moments away from second period. Callan Finley taking the draw, possession gained by the Majors, charging forward. 4-on-1, slapped wide by Noon, getting his defensive stick in the way. Centering pass from the far corner. Unreceived, loose bouncing puck still in the slot, recovered by the Majors, and they walk in. Huge save, I believe. I didn't hear it go off the post. I think it was a save. Hard to see from my vantage point. The Majors still charging forward with momentum, tied up in front of the net beautifully by by Everett Peary. Great defensive play there. Centering pass picked up now by Peary. Peary feeding it up to Bentley Lane. Icing called off as the puck dribbled off of Lane's stick. Just couldn't hold on to it. Carried around the net by the Majors. Poke checked away by a combination of Lane and Finley. Majors able to carry it back out of his own, losing it. Pressured from Rowan Finley and Bentley Lane. Majors getting a shot. Blast one high up over the crossbar into the netting, or the glass rather, not the netting. Play will resume. Tried to get it dumped out of the zone. Was Peary, kept in by the Majors, carrying the puck behind the net. Backhand centering pass, cleared wide by the skate of Carson Bradley. Bradley pressured, puts on the brakes, carries it out. Tries feeding it up to Rowan Finley. Finley, flat-footed, couldn't get the speed required to receive the pass, and is going to go all the way down, resulting in an icing, bringing it back into the FCA zone. Face-off won by Brooke Lane, bouncing the puck off the official skate. Recovered behind the net by Lane. Lane still battling, passes it back across to Cole Bradley. Bradley immediately pressured, feeds it up to Ritter. Intercepted by the Majors prior. Battling centering pass here. One-timer attempt broken up by Olsen. Wide angle swing and a miss there by Majors player. Shot from side of the slot area, recovered now by Cole Bradley. Bradley circling around top of the circles, trying to feed it up to Brooke Lane. Hits traffic in neutral area. Recovered by Bradley. Bradley loses it along the near boards. Majors now coming back on a 3-on-1. Olsen, the defender, shot saved by Bradley, cleared out by Olsen. Puck gets tied up along the far boards. Olsen intercepting the player. Huge play now as Ritter gets absolutely steamrolled and cross-checked by a Majors player. I believe it was the same Majors player that no, different Majors player. I thought it was the one that got slammed into the boards when FCA's Carson Bradley was called for a penalty, but it was not. And that'll give another power play opportunity for FCA for 2 minutes, as there's 12 minutes and 27 seconds. Officials giving some words now to some Majors player. Explanation or another verbal warning about something. Here we've got shot in front, covered in by Carson. It was a loose puck picked up by Bentley Ritter. Ritter sending it down on the ice, gets under the leg toes of the Majors goaltender, finds the back of the net, puts FCA back in the lead once again with a score of 2-1. Great job finding the loose puck and burying it. And that'll terminate the remainder of the Majors penalty. Brings out Lewis Kuhn taking the face-off for FCA. Powering forward, losing Majors off the leg of Everett Peary. Kept in, recovered in the neutral zone by the Majors. Battle along the near boards. Slapped forward, hits the body of Noon. Recovered in the neutral area. Offsides is called. Face off in front of the Majors bench is Kuhn. Loose puck picked up near side by Noon. Noon like midday. Kuhn like the raccoon. Dumped behind the Majors bench by their defender. Recovered far side. Ooh, dangerously cutting in towards the middle. Pressured by Nystrom. Loose puck coming out of the zone. Nobody can touch it. Cleared up offsides successfully by FCA. Carried back neutral area by the Majors. Dancing down now into the FCA zone. Stick handle move. Feed across. Huge save by Asher Bradley. Getting my names jumbled. Paddle near side in the corner. Majors coming out with it. Cuts in towards the middle. Crosses in front. His shot goes just wide, far side. Recovered, kept in at the line. Swing and a miss. Recovered by Ranitsberger. Here's Ranitsberger charging forward now. Ranitsberger loses the puck in the neutral area. Everett Peary steals it away. We're going to have offsides now called on it. And a stoppage of play. Some more explanation being given from the officials towards the Majors bench. I think perhaps they're having enough of the complaining and the language from the Majors bench. I think they're getting some warnings that they're going to start receiving some penalties. That's my interpretation, is now players are getting talked to by the coach on the bench. Face off won by FCA. Tried to attempt to get slapped forward by Rowan Finley. Finley battling along the boards near side, kicks it down, recovered by Majors defender. D-to-D pass across the far side. Sending it up. Here comes Bentley Lane with tons of speed. Breaks up the pass. Puck picked up by the side of the far net. Rowan Finley goes down. He gets up. Majors still carrying the puck deep into the corner in FCA zone. Poke checked away by Kellen Finley. Rowan Finley tries to slip it out. Shot from the point, deflected wide by a Majors player. Shot hits the side of the net, cleared behind by Olsen, picked up now by Rowan Finley. Finley tries dumping it out, kept in by the Majors. Majors tries passing it in, loses it in the skates of Finley. Centering pass broken up by Olsen. Olsen carries it back into the corner. Banks it off the boards, recovered by the Majors. Stepped up now by Kellen Finley and recovered by Rowan Finley. Rowan Finley tries banking it up off the boards. Stopped by the Majors defender. Carrying it back down to the FCA zone. Centering pass now. Fantastic defensive play by Olsen, stepping up, blocking the shot with his skate. Battle in the corner. And a centering pass recovered in the slot area. This time successfully beating Asher Bradley, finding the back of the net on the far post glove side. And once again, tie game. We've got 9 minutes and 22 seconds remaining here in the second period. That's going to bring out the Brook Lane, Carson Bradley Ritter line. Lane taking the face-off, won by Majors. Loose puck through the skates of Majors defender, recovered back deep in their zone. Carrying it around behind their net. Breakout pass intercepted by Ritter. Kept in at the line by Noon, dumped in by Ritter, bouncing off the boards, almost in front of the net. Tried to get cleared out by the Majors. Blocked by the skate of Ritter. Ritter slaps the puck along the boards behind the net. Ritter tying up the puck in the far corner. Receives help from Lane. Ritter coming out with it, stepping in. Shoots the puck clear across right in front. Passed out to the point to Peary. Peary losing it. Back checking. Noon now, a nice job pressuring the puck. Great job by Noon staying with it. Carson Bradley now feeding the puck up to Lane. Lane charging forward with her speed. Lane battling, gets help from Ritter. Ritter in the near corner, passing it across to Carson Bradley. Bouncing puck, couldn't control it. Bradley battling 2-on-1 in the far corner. Bradley comes out with it, tries to find Lane. Lane with a one-timer shot. Hits traffic prior to reaching the goaltender, recovered by Bradley. Bradley decides to dump the puck along the boards behind the net. Puck battle in the far corner, bouncing puck I see now recovered by Ritter. Ritter's going to carry it off the boards, centering pass. Deflected just briefly out of the reach, shot by Carson Bradley. Noon steps up from the point. A little bit of a deflect, couldn't get all the power on his shot, and then Brook Lane also trying to get an opportunity. Major's able to find the puck, sending it all the way down, getting a stoppage of play and a change of line. 7 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second period, still tied at 2 apiece. Lewis Kuhn with the face-off. Loose puck in front, shot towards net by Nystrom, cleared wide by the goaltender. Nystrom sending it back to Peary, I believe. His shot hits traffic, stopped by sticks prior to the net. Attempt to get cleared out. Gets past Peary. Peary puts on the wheels in the afterburners. And here comes Noon now. Noon battling for the puck in the far corner. Noon tied up with Lewis Kuhn. Landon Noon still back at it. Lewis Kuhn giving some help. Majors coming out. A shot from the wide angle. It's going to get saved and smothered by Asher Bradley, who will hold on to it, stopping play. Loose puck after the face-off. It's going to get recovered by Lewis Kuhn. He loses it on the skate towards neutral zone. Carried back into the zone by the Majors, cutting in towards the slot. Shot deflected off the leg of Olsen, goes wide. Picked up along the far boards. Tried to get dumped back in, intercepted by Kuhn. Lewis Kuhn now, puck holder. Feeds it up to Nystrom. Corbin Nystrom charging forward. He gets his stick tangled up with the Majors defender. Puck now dumping along the boards behind the Majors net. Recovered by Lewis Kuhn. Lewis Kuhn feeds it out front. Just off the stick of Bentley Lane. Charging forward is Cole Bradley. Some back checking now. Gonna have a shot. Olsen with the back check, forcing the Majors player to rip a shot that went wide of the net. Ranitzberger now dumping it. Olsen trying to clear it out of the zone. Is able to get it out there. Bentley Lane tying up the Majors play. Here's Lewis Kuhn stepping in. Lewis Kuhn gets a shot, goes deflects wide off the Majors defender, picked up far side. Forwarding pass, received, coming in, 2-on-2 opportunity. Olsen comes in, forces a shot that was wide, then clears the puck. FCA able to get the puck back out, dumped back into the FCA zone from neutral ice, recovered by Olsen. Olsen feeding the puck across, tries hitting over to Rowan Finley. Briefly intercepted, body check here by the Majors, and now we're going to have an icing call as the body check went unattested. Glad to see Callan Finley up, shaking it off, so he'll stay on the ice, keep playing. We've got Everett Peary and Landon Noon coming out, the defensive partners. Callan Finley taking the face-off for FCA. Bouncing puck off the leg of the official, recovered by the Majors, charging forward, gets past Landon Noon. Centering pass broken up by Callan Finley. Puck now rolling along the boards, picked up far side, Bentley Lane, and receives help from Everett Peary. Puck finds its way going out into the neutral area, recovered by the Majors. They dump it back in, picked up off the boards by Peary. Peary sends it right back to the defender. Cross ice pass this time. Covered and brought back in by the Majors. Shot gets cleared wide off the leg pillow of Bradley. Covered behind the net by the Majors. Player puts on the brakes. Centering pass picked up. Oh, a really nice steal of the puck there by Rowan Finley as the Majors player was ready for it. Centering pass just off the stick from Bentley Lane, unable to control it. Gets dumped back into the FCA zone by the Majors. Picked up now. Landon Noon has the puck near side. Tries to figure out what to do. Feeds it up to Finley. Rowan Finley gets pressured, battles the puck, is able to get it out, sent back in by the Majors, picked up by Landon Noon, gets around him, carried back down to the FCA zone. Majors cutting in towards middle, pressured wide. A wraparound attempt, a loose puck here, and it's going to get recovered by the Majors, and that's going to give the Majors the first lead of the game for them, as Asher Bradley is down on the ice after attempting of the previous save. And that'll give, that's going to give FCA here the first deficit of the game. We've got 3 minutes and 53 seconds left in the second period. Majors leading 3-2. Face off for Lane, won by the Majors. Possession held by the defenders. Cross ice forwarding pass, received far side. Shot from the high circle. Save cleared wide, recovered by the Majors. Brought back out towards the point, kept in. Smothered by defenders, shot from the point, and now we're going to have a save, and the Majors player slashing Asher Bradley right in the chest, and immediately realizing probably shouldn't have done that. Put his head down, knowing that he was probably getting a hit coming his way from FCA players. Lane taking the face-off, one. Puck in the corner now. Rolling behind the net, recovered by the Majors. Carrying it around near side, pass out to the point. DDD pass, couldn't hold on to it, bounces up. Oh, kept in. Carson Bradley, though, coming out with it, carrying it out through the neutral area. Loses it along the boards. A lot of snow right in front of the benches, I believe. That's what put the brakes on the puck. Recovered by Carson Bradley. Bradley gets twisted around. I believe that was just an innocent collision. It looked worse than I think it was. Puck now sent down to the Majors zone, dumping off the boards. DDD. Shot from the far boards by the defender, hits the post. I believe he thought he was sending it around behind the net. Sent it directly at the net. Dangerously almost scored on himself. Recovered down behind the net by Cole Bradley. He loses it. Recovered by the Majors, putting on pressure. Still with it. Majors player number 88 using Patrick King's stick handling skills. Sends it up now by Ritter. Feeds it up to Bradley. Carson Bradley looking for lane. It's going to be an icing call as he was feeding it up, trying to find lane, thinking she is advancing forward, and that's going to be an icing call and a stoppage play and a line change opportunity for both teams. Lewis Kuhn taking the face-off now, deep in the FCA zone. Face-off one out to the point by the Majors. Shot from the point, deflected wide by Noon. Foot race into the corner by Peary, receives help from Nystrom. Recovered by the Majors, looking for somebody out center slot. Nobody there, sends it off the boards behind the net. Goes to the far side, pressured by Peary and Nystrom. Peary staying with it. Kuhn now getting something in on it. Centering pass broken up by Landon Noon. Landon Noon with the puck. Pressured, decides to change directions. Poke checked off, recovered by Landon Noon. Stays with it. Noon overskates the puck. Recovered now Ranitsberger. Ranitsberger tries feeding it up to Corbin Nystrom. Nystrom hits the puck. Here comes Nystrom. Far side. Rips a shot. Crosses just in front of the net. Kept in at the point by Landon Noon. Recovered behind Major's net by the defender. Tries to clear it out. It's kept in by Ranitsberger. Ranitsberger still battling along the boards. Lewis Kuhn there for FCA. Picked up in the near corner by Nystrom. Nystrom carrying it behind the net. Tries to get a centering pass off the stick of a Majors player. Recovered, and here they come. A one-on-one. Nice pass across. Asher Bradley staying diligent with his spidey sense. Able to make that save. Majors now get the puck coming in on a breakaway. Huge shoulder save by Bradley. A rebound shot was just wide. Bradley repositioning himself, sliding back in front of the net. Loose puck now, battle along the boards. A body check is going to get assessed now to the Majors or a cross check, as Landon Noon was shoved hard off of his skates towards the boards, and that'll be another power play opportunity for FCA, bringing the faceoff back down to the Majors end. Oh, rebound and a goal. Shot and a goal by Rowan Finley off the face-off as the rebound ricochet. And that's going to terminate the Majors penalty and make it once again a tie game. Both teams scoring 3 thus far. 24.2 seconds left in the second period. And that's going to bring Callan Finley out to take the face-off. Finley charging forward. Possession gained now by the Majors, carrying it down into the FCA zone. Battle in the corner, backhanded up by Olsen. Rowan Finley there, getting back on his feet. Loose puck behind the net. Charging forward is Olsen, battling now in the far corner. Loose puck recovered, carried behind the net until time runs out by Olsen, and that's going to bring us to another very brief 1-minute intermission before starting the third period in our final game of our One Arena World Tour this weekend. We'll be back at it momentarily. Wayne taking the draw. Charging forward is the Majors. Coming out with it, slapped in, coming in. Shot deflected up off the stick of Olsen into the netting. Brings a whistle. Loose puck after the face-off, recovered far side by Ritter. Toe drag keeps the puck in his possession. Pass near side to Carson Bradley. Bradley stolen off of his stick. Changed directions by the Majors. Charging forward with mighty speed. Poke checked away nicely by FCA. I think it was Ritter. Covered by Lane. Brooke Lane dumps the puck hard off the glass. Recovered far side. Carson Bradley's stepping in. 2-on-1. Bradley cuts in. He gets taken down super hard. And we're going to have, it looks like, another penalty assessed on the Majors. I wonder if they're trying to determine if there was a penalty shot. It doesn't matter if, although this is AAA summer hockey, so I'm not exactly sure what rules apply, but it's my understanding that you don't have to be in the act of shooting the puck if you're taken down from behind or from an angle from behind, but I'm not sure that the situation warrants that. And I agree with that decision if they were even contemplating it. Perhaps they weren't. Maybe they were trying to figure out where to even do a face-off. Looks like they're going to bring it outside of the zone in front of the Majors bench. Face-off. Possession won by FCA. Passed across from Lane to Bradley. Bradley tries winding up, getting a shot. Cleared out of the zone. Dumped back in by Cole Bradley. Sent back up by Majors defender. Majors now coming up on the offense. Stepping up there was Olsen off the side of the net there. Loose puck carried up out of the zone by Carson Bradley. Feeds it across to Brooke Lane. Brooke Lane. Puck bounces off of her stick. Poke check there by Ritter. Ritter with a nice move. Loose puck still remains. Ritter gets taken down hard. Body collision in front of the net. Majors now coming back forward on the offensive. A 2-on-2. Forced wide by Olsen. Wide angle shot. Glove saved by Bradley, who will hold on to it. The game remains tied at 3 apiece. 13 minutes, 33 seconds left. Alan Finley with the draw. Off the face-off. Shot towards net. Cleared wide by Bradley. Randy Noon gets a stick on it. Bentley Lane now carrying the puck. Tries feeding it over to Rowan Finley. Bentley Lane regains the possession briefly, only to have it stripped off. Recovered by Majors. Carrying it back down into the FCA zone. Poke checked away by Peary. Peary goes in. Landon Noon stepping up. Swing and a miss there from the point. Loose puck bouncing off behind the net. Peary gets shoved down on the play. Here's Landon Noon charging forward. Stays with it along the boards. Sends the puck, reps it down along the boards behind the net. Recovered near side by the Majors. Kept in at the line by Peary. Majors able to slap the puck out now. Charging back forward. Dumped along the boards by Rowan Finley. He's overpowered. Everett Peary now finding the puck. Sends it back along the board. Centering pass by the Majors. Nobody there. Landon Noon stepping up. Here's Noon charging forward. Regains... trying to reach the puck where it's recovered by the Majors. DDD pass, couldn't keep possession of it. They slapped it down. It's going to be Cole Bradley now. Cole Bradley has the puck stick checked off. Battle along the boards. Majors are going to come out with it. Stepping in towards the slot. Shot in the goal. Banking it off the near side post. Barry's one gives the Majors the lead once again with a score of 4-3. Really nice shot by the Majors player. Took his time to find an opening and committed and rifled a rocket, beating Asher Bradley for the lead once again. Lewis Kuhn taking the face off. Possession gained by the Majors. Slipped up near side. Cutting in towards the middle. Looked like the McDavid attempt there. Unsuccessful. Battle in the far corner. Recovered by Nystrom. Nystrom skating with it. Carrying it out of the zone. Nystrom's going to get the puck stolen off. Body to body. Recovered by Nystrom. Centering pass. Somebody there for FCA. Here's Majors coming back on the offensive. Puck bouncing up through the air. Centering pass, no one there. Recovered far side by the Majors, stepping in. Shot hits Olsen in the legs. Recovered now by Lewis Kuhn. Kuhn carrying it behind FCA net. Battle rages on. Near side recovered by the Majors. Centering pass broken up by Olsen. Cole Bradley now recovering it, skating it out into the neutral area. Bradley gets taken down super hard, shoved head first into the boards. He's in pain as the Majors player absolutely demolished him. Shot from the near angle is going to have the puck finally get touched by the Majors down in their zone. Officials trying to figure out who it was. Looks like the culprit is going to go and sit in the bench, and that's going to give another power play opportunity for FCA. 10 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the game. Lane wins the draw, sends it over to Carson Bradley. Bradley looking for someone, pressured, stays with it, passes it back out to Noon. Noon rips a shot, bouncing save, loose puck, rebound, saved and smothered and held on by the Majors goaltender. Lane taking the draw, poke checked off his stick, stepped up by Landon Noon, cleared out of the zone now by the Majors, chased down by Everett Peary. Peary skates the puck around behind the FCA net. Pressure changes direction. Here's Landon Noon now with it. Noon feeding the puck up to Carson Bradley. Here's Bradley, far side, tries feeding it over to Lane. Couldn't get a shot or a pass across, so took a shot, gets ricocheted high over the net. Lane now with the puck near corner. Nice stick handle move, keeping possession. Using the boards in her favor. Centering pass just bounces over the stick of Ritter. Majors successfully able to get the puck out of the zone. Peary grabbing the puck near corner, changes direction, overskates the puck. Majors there, gets a shot off, crosses puck in front of the net. Recovered far side now by Landon Noon. Noon feeding it up, ricocheted up by Carson Bradley. Here's Lane, gets a shot and a goal! Finds the top corner of the net, beating the blocker hand side. Burying it, and now we're tied one more time, 4 apiece, and that's going to terminate the remainder of the Majors penalty. Really nice shot by Brooke Lane, burying that one. Just a rope ripper. Face-off controlled, charging forward by the Majors. Coming in, shot, an initial save. No defensive coverage for the rebound. An easy goal for the Majors. Dumping the ricochet in far side, and immediately, just after all the momentum by Brooke Lane, goes right back in favor of the Majors, as they're once again in the lead with a score 5-4. Face-off against Finley, won by the Majors. Coming in wide, carried up forward by the defender. Cuts in towards the middle, poke checked off by Rowan Finley. Shot towards the slot, goes wide in front of the net. Wide angle shot, hits the skate of, that was Cole Bradley. Pass across from Callan Finley to Rowan Finley, poke checked off, recovered, changed directions by the Majors, pressured by Bentley Lane. Everett Peary now with the puck, carrying it behind FCA net, changes directions, figures out what he wants to do. Peary tries. It was Cole Bradley, not Peary. Cole Bradley trying to figure out who to pass to. Couldn't get enough on the pass. Shot goes just wide of the net by the Majors. Majors recover near side. In the corner, poke checked off by Callan Finley. Olsen now gains the puck, dumps it up to Bentley Lane. Lane unable to hold it, dumped back further down by Olsen, getting it out of the zone. Majors recover it, carrying it back down through neutral zone into the FCA zone. Cuts in towards the middle, off the skate of Noon. The puck ricochets off of multiple players' skates. Right to the vicinity of Asher Bradley, who will stop it and freeze it with his glove. Blue-2 for the face-off, won by the Majors. Loose puck out at the point. Cross-ice pass broken up by Nystrom, recovered by Kuhn. Here's Blue-2 charging forward. Pressured by the stick lift of the Majors, sent back down towards the FCA zone. Everett Peary doing what he can to keep it. Nystrom now battling for the puck. Loose puck gets taken by the Majors. Pass back to the Majors. Player lost his edge on the pass from the D. Battle in the neutral area, sends it back down to the Majors' end. Majors now carrying it behind their net, trying to pick up speed. Poke checked off by Kuhn, kept in wonderfully on the line. Covered by the Majors. Once again carrying it across behind their net. Forwarding pass, pressured by Peary. Cuts in wide. Sends the puck up over high above the crossbar. Pressured by Peary. Puck now carried out by Landon Noon. Noon coming forward. He's going to carry it across the red line and dump it down for a chase in the Major zone. Lewis Kuhn giving chase, but Majors player loses his edge. Nice defensive play by the Majors to tie up Kuhn, unable to get him a shot. A high soaring shot. It's going to get glove saved by Bradley. He's told to play it, so it's going to get dumped and handed over to Olsen. Olsen feeding it up to Carson Bradley. Bradley battling for the puck. Brought back in by the Majors. Cuts in towards the middle. Shot and a goal. As it finds the back of the net, beating the glove hand side, inside post. And that's going to give a 2-goal lead now in favor of the Majors with a score of 6-4. We've got exactly 7 minutes left in the third period. Brook Lane for the faceoff. Faceoff one possession gained by FCA. Ritter pressured immensely, trying to set up something. He goes down on the play, still down on the ice, trying to figure out what to do with it. Ritter now back on his feet. Puck gets dumped out towards blue line. Olsen stepping up, overskates it. Carson Bradley trying to clear it out to an uncongested side. Sent back now to the other side by Cole Bradley to where Ritter was raiding. Ritter with a wide angle shot crosses in front of the Majors net. Recovered near side. Poke checked by Brook Lane to keep it in the Majors zone. Pressured now by Carson Bradley. Dumps off the boards. Recovered by Lane. Lane couldn't get a shot off. Majors now getting the puck, carrying it back out in the neutral area, down into the FCA zone. Carrying it wide around behind the FCA net. Passing it out to the point. Pressured by Carson Bradley. Here Carson Bradley poke checks the puck. Bradley now on a breakaway. Bradley's coming in. Shot. A massive blocker save by the Majors defender. Bradley battling for it. Receives help from Brook Lane. Brook Lane with the puck. Tiptoeing around by the face-off dot. Unable to get a shot. Olsen steps up. Dumps the puck back far side corner where it's recovered by Rowan Finley. Finley now centering pass from behind the net, cleared out by the Majors. Pressured by Bentley Lane. Cross-ice pass couldn't get received by the Majors. Battle now near corner in the FCA zone by Cole Bradley. Centering pass crossing in front of the FCA net. Kept in on by the Majors far side. Battle behind the net. Poke checked off by Olsen. Wide angle shot. Loose puck in front of the net. Cleared out now by Cole Bradley. Bradley passing it up, bouncing puck all out over the stick of Bentley Lane. Majors now swinging him that miss, and a backhand shot cleared out of the area by Rowan Finley. Finley now getting up after going down, carries the puck behind the net. Body collision keeps the puck in the FCA zone by the Majors. Recovered, carried behind the net, passed out to the point. Shot from the point. Cleared wide by Olsen. It's going to get recovered by the Majors near side. Looks like Bentley Lane battling 2-on-1. comes out in favor of the Majors. Carry it down into the corner. Cross-ice pass, ricocheted out by Asher Bradley. Here comes Brooke Lane. Brooke Lane charging past, tons of speed. Brooke Lane comes in, buries one up over the glove. Gets the deficit back to within one. Another goal, and fantastic job by Brooke Lane. We've got a score of 5-6 now in favor of the Majors. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third period. Cal and Finley for the draw. Slept forward, dumped back towards FCA's own by the Majors. Everett Peary slams the puck back down. Majors defender carrying it behind their own net. Breakout pass intercepted by Roland Finley. He sends it back along the boards behind the Majors net. Recovered this time. Tried to get it out. Icing called off on the dump off the boards. Chased down by Landon Noon. Puck out front, stepping in. Nice job, poke check by Peary. Preventing the shot. Bentley Lane now adding pressure in the near corner. Loose puck picked up now by Callan Finley. Finley coming in from behind the net. Backhand clears it up out of his own. His momentum kept him going. Body collision there. Stops Finley in his tracks. Majors trying to dump the puck back down in. Loose puck slammed back towards the red line. Sent right back in by the Majors. Everett Peary sending the puck down. Callan Finley charging after it now. Kept in at the blue line by Bentley Lane. Peary stepping up, battling it. Bentley Lane goes down on the play, and Majors battling for it. FCA able to get it out back into the Majors zone. DDD pass, gets it past Nystrom, carried back out into the neutral area. Shot towards net, grabbed out of the air by Landon Noon. Noon backhands it off the boards behind the FCA net. Peary grabbing the puck along the boards, recovered by the Majors. Poke checked off of his stick by Lewis Kuhn. Recovered by the Majors. Feints the stick handle move, carries up, walks in from behind the net. Backhand shot saved by Bradley. Dumped off the boards, keep it in the zone. Majors recover the puck in the far corner. Loses it off the skate of Noon. Lewis Kuhn now grabs it after Landon Noon dumps the puck. Kuhn sends it off the glass, and it's going to be an icing now as he shot it on the FCA side of the red center line. Getting a desperately needed line change for FCA, but a face-off back down in their zone. 2 minutes remaining in the game. FCA still trailing by one with a score of 6-5 in favor of the Majors. Face-off won by FCA, chipped up off the glass by Cole Bradley, kept in at the line by the Majors. Pressured by Brooke Lane. Looks like Cole Bradley got taken down behind the scenes. He's still in pain. A slash perhaps. Puck now coming down into the Major zone. Carson Bradley passes it across to Ritter. Ritter with a shot. He's going to get taken down, and Ritter's going to get punched in the face by the blocker of the Majors goaltender after he gets shoved down by a Majors defender. Timeout's going to be called now by the bench of FCA. Brooke Lane taking the faceoff for FCA. Faceoff sent towards the boards by Lane. Tied up by Ritter. Recovered by Lane. Lane's going to carry it back out. Top of the circle. Getting a shot and a goal! Hat-trick for Brooke Lane. Ties the game back up. Shot from the high circle area. A screen shot, perhaps, as the goaltender, I think, his view is obstructed by multiple players, and that's going to bring us back to 6 each. 1 minute, 18 seconds left in the third period.
Come on now, we gotta play D though! Hey, gotta hold it, guys. Gotta play D! Smart! Play smart!
Faceoff charging forward, shot towards net by Ritter, chased down near corner by Lane. Lane slapping the puck off. Lane comes out with the puck, tries centering it behind the net. She gets pressured, unable to get it. Battle now in far corner is Lane. Lane feeding across, cuts in. Shot towards the faceoff dot. It's going to get saved by the Majors goaltender, and a whistle on the play.
Nice job.
Lane for the draw. Slaps it wide, dumped out towards the point by the Majors, kept in by Olsen, bounced off the boards by the Majors, recovered by Bradley. Carson Bradley feeds the puck up to Lane. Lane loses it off the skate of Ritter. Recovered by the Majors. They get tied up. Dumped back along the boards in front of the FCA net, carried into the zone. Shot bounces up off the glove of Asher Bradley. 31 seconds left in the game. Ritter covers the puck, chips it up, finds Carson Bradley. Bradley now skating in. Brooke Lane coming in to add her support. Puck checked off of Bradley's stick. Quite nicely by the Majors defender. Bradley still battling for it along the boards and near quarter down in the Majors end. Tied up. Ritter there, passes the puck back out to Landon Noon. Noon winds up, gets a shot. 5 seconds left, and here we've got the Majors coming in, see if they can get it. Huge blocker save by Asher Bradley. Stops the shot from going in. Would have been a buzzer beater. Not sure if they'll do any form of an overtime opportunity here in the tournament to determine a winner, or if they'll let this one end in a tie. What a game, a lot of back and forth. Both teams having opportunities to have the lead, only to watch it slip away, resulting in this 6-6 tie after 3 periods of regulation. I believe we're about to see some free hockey. Looks like the overtimes are going to consist of 5 minutes of 3-on-3. There was a penalty assessed against FCA on that last drive against Landon Noon. And so you can't have, well, looks like we got to have one player come off. As since you can't have less than 3 players on the ice, the Majors will gain a 4th player in place of being down a deficit for FCA. Battle at the blue line, kept in miraculously by Brooke Lane, losing it to finally with a 3-on-1. Lane's going to get tied up. She lost her stick. Majors cutting in now through the far corner, loses it on the turn. Recovered by Ritter. Ritter feeding it up through the stick and the skates of Lane, the Majors now. Looks like they're going to regroup out in the neutral area, passing it up along the boards. Shot towards net. It's going to get deflected wide by Asher Bradley. Covered behind the net by Ritter. Ritter tries slapping the puck up, feeding it up to Lane. Lane, the puck goes just off. Shot from the point here. It's going to get cleared, deflected wide by Lane. Lane dumping it off the boards behind the net. Recovered by the Majors. Pressured there by Peary. A point pass goes unreceived, comes all the way down. It's going to get recovered by the Majors goaltender. Pressured by Lane and Ritter. Ritter staying with it out in neutral ice. Poke checked off by Ritter. Ritter's going to send it down towards net now. Chased down by Lane. Recovered, sent back down to the FCA zone by the Majors. Skating around, cleared wide. It's going to be a shot saved by Bradley. Recovered behind the net. Pressured now by Lane. Battle in the corner. Majors still have it. Carrying it around behind the net. Pass it out towards the point. Walked in. Deflected wide by Lane. Lane passing it up to Carson Bradley. Bradley's stick check lost it. Recovered by Lane. Lane stepping in. Toe drag off the skate of Majors player. Peary, he's going to charge forward. Now we're going to have a really good job. Here comes Landon Noon. Great job by Landon Noon coming out of the penalty box. 4-on-4 briefly until a whistle. Since the penalty expired, then both teams will have the 4-man, which normally you would have 3-on-3, but you can't expect the Majors to drop back down to 3-on-3. Shot from the point, deflected wide, cleared out of the area by Peary. Majors grab the puck along the far side, stepping in towards the middle. Poke checked and stick checked off by Landon Noon. Recovered by Carson Bradley. Bradley feeding it up to Brooke Lane. Here's Brooke Lane cutting in towards, couldn't control the puck. Lane just exhausted on the effort she's put forth in this game. Carson Bradley also really tired. Loose puck, yep, in the neutral area, and desperately trying to get a stoppage of play. Lane launches it up over the glass, up over the heads of all of us spectators. Thankfully, nobody there. It looks like we're going to stay 4-on-4. I thought it would have been 3-on-3. FCA wins the draw. Back over to Landon Noon. Noon charging forward. Here's Callum Finley dumping the puck up along the far boards. Carson Bradley now gets the puck, sends it out to Olsen. Olsen lines up a shot. Hits traffic, cleared wide prior to reaching the net. Sent out to the point there by Bradley. Carson Bradley feeding it to Noon. Noon's shot gets intercepted prior to reaching target. Carried back down now by the Majors. Carson Bradley coming in, stealing the puck. Bradley feeding it across to Olsen. Puck bounces up over his stick. Olsen trying to use the boards. Overskates it. Olsen feeds it out. Will be there for FCA. Recovered by the Majors. Carrying it back down to the FCA zone. And offsides and a shot after the whistle right into the laces of Landon Noon. Clock! Oh, it's running time. My bad. Oh, because they want to... Oh, 17 seconds now left in the game. Running time, trying to get things figured out. Oh, shot cleared wide by Bradley. Picked up now by Ritter. Less than 10 seconds, 8 seconds to go. Ritter backhanding it up to Lane, unable to control it. Battle along the boards, far side intercepted now by Everett Peary. And that'll bring us to the end of the game, as we'll end this one. The final game for FCA in a tie. Some explanation now demanded by the Majors bench. Trying to figure out how to handle it. How or why they made the decision to go to running time. I'm not sure. Looks like we're going to do another short stint of overtime. I wonder if at one point they'll go to a shootout. I think that's exactly what we're going to be doing right now. We'll start with the majors first. It'll probably be a 3-player shootout, and if it remains tied after that, then we'll see how they decide to proceed. Majors player number 7. First after shootout attempt.
You can do this!
Shot and save by Ashley Bradley.
Way to go!
We've got Bentley Ritter now, sweater 97 for FCA. His first attempt. Trying to go! Finds the back of the net. Goes 5-hole. Reminder, it's still best of 3. 1 point for FCA. 0 for the majors thus far. Majors player number 87. Missed attempt there. Unfortunate. Feel bad for that individual losing it on the stick handle. Everett Perry now coming out for FCA. Opportunity for Everett to seal the deal for FCA. Nice save by Majors goaltender. Majors' final attempt. Asher saves this. The game's over. This player makes it. Shootout goes on. Seal it. That'll be the end of the game. Not sure why. Maybe it's a 4-player shootout. You know, at this point, I really have no idea what's going on. Carson Bradley winds up for a shot and a goal. That trying to figure out. Looks like we're still going. 2 goals for FCA. Really nice goal there by the Majors player. Beaten blocker side of Asher. Here we've got Brooke Lane stepping up. Brooke Lane coming out with at least a hat trick in this game. Stopping the save by the Majors goaltender.
Come on, Asher!
Majors player number 3 now. Seals the deal for FCA with that save. Nice attempt by the Majors. Pleasant way for FCA to end their summer season. Most of these players playing together. Some of them coming to tournaments and not to others. Thanks to those players that joined the majority of this team and in tournaments like in Bismarck and in Burnsville when we were down here for the Tommy Chicago tournament, which I misspoke earlier. That's where they faced off. This team faced off against the Minnesota Mosquitoes. That was at the Burnsville Tommy Chicago tournament, not out in Bismarck like I had previously stated. Thanks again, everybody, for logging in and sticking with us here. We're going to do one final prayer here. Center ice, customary of FCA. Until next time, thanks to everybody for all the kind words. Appreciate it.